In 1994, at the North American Fur and Fashion Show in Montreal, a young Dene designer named Darcy Moses first met Canadian fashion maverick Paula Lishman. Paula had created the technique and held the patent for knitting with fur. Her ingenuity revolutionized the way that fur had been used in the past. Fast forward to June 2025. Paula has chosen Darcy to be her protege in a knowledge transfer. Darcy has just driven across Canada with his dog Ida to spend a week with Paula at Purple Hill, and we are invited to join them.
Yeah, so this is a raccoon pelt. I'm going to teach you how to make yarn from a fur pelt.
Sure.
So this is a raccoon that has been blocked. So we're going to do it with this one because this one's au naturel, right? Okay, so first thing, sink, water, brush. We're going to wet it out first, and then we're going to just put a little bit of dye on it. If we make a yarn and the back is white, there's going to be a lot of white showing in your finished garment. Once the pelt has been stretched and blocked and dyed, it becomes more like the texture of paper, which makes it much, much easier to cut. It's very hard if you have a very sharp knife cutting through something that wants to move all the time and is very squishy. Well, you're doing amazing, Darcy. That's great. I'm gonna get that one cut, and then we'll twist it. Oh, see? You're natural. Sew an end, and a very important part in knitting. You don't want anything unraveling. You have to make sure all your ends are tight. So we use only 100% cotton thread. I made a whole sweater once with nylon thread with all the activity at every little joint. Opened up and the whole thing just disintegrated. And a glover's needle. A couple of stitches in there so that when we do the twisting, it's not going to pop open. Then you're going to go back in here, and then back in here, and then once more up here, and make sure your knot stays on the top, and tie it off with a reef knot, and you will be copacetic. Nothing is really super high tech in this business, which makes it easy to get started. This is just a Makita drill on its side on a heavy duty stand. We'll twist one half of the pelt in one direction, then we'll switch directions and twist the other half. And twists make the most even fabric.
Yeah, I noticed it twists itself evenly once you start to.
Once you start to roll it.
Yeah, once you start to roll it.
So I know there's a lot of hand knitters out there. And once you've figured out the way to make the yarn from a fur pelt, you can knit it, weave it, crochet it, tie parcels with it. It's up to you how you reconstitute it into fabric. I did this, knitting with fur on a bigger scale than most of you watching this will. And we use these, what are called drums, to clean the fur. It's very easy to clean your furs that you make in a dryer. Just no heat in the dryer, and throw in a couple of tennis balls or those felted balls. What you want to do is kind of beat up the fabric so that it softens up, take some of the tensile strength off the cotton yarn if you're using that, and it helps to fluff the hair up.
I wanted a really masculine kind of men's scarf, and it's made out of raccoon. That's what I had available, but I'm going to try this in northern furs like marten, and muskrat is a really nice masculine fur. So this is unisex. It can be worn as a scarf, and then I'm going to add the fringes on it for a guy, right? Try washing this in a salt water, so it's not chemically invasive, and the same with this one as well. So, I mean, for the first piece that I've ever made on a knitting machine, with the moose hide accents, right? It turned out pretty darn good.
We've been in such a disposable society, and fur can be handed down from generations. Your mother's coat, your grandmother's coat, make it into an ottoman, make it into a blanket, make it into a teddy bear. It's wonderful stuff. It lasts forever. It is sustainable. The sheared beaver particularly is wonderful at taking shape. Just a little bit of, hand pressing. You can get quite fine edges on these things. Stick a feather in it. These are all things that this tube hat can do. He's spitting out a needle. Honestly, I started out with a rabbit skin and an X-Acto knife, and I'm making this kind of how-to video a little bit to encourage you, young women out there, and elderly women, and women at home, and women who like to knit and make things, to carry on this process. Make yourself a little knitted, whatever, even a wrist warmer or a little thing around your neck. Do it. It's great. You'll love it. Great way to meet people. We had an excellent product, and it was great. And if you get to see one on any of the resale sites, get it, because you'll love it. Okay. My sales pitch.
Wei J. Quay, hello. Our business is a First Nation-owned fur business. We've been working with Paula since the early 1990s. Over those years, we have supplied beaver to her company. The impact that Paula and her family have had within our communities is staggering. As you may know, many of our communities are fly-in only. Many of our youth have been captured into the electronic world. With the continuation of our traditional ways and the price margin that Paula allowed, the trappers have been treated fairly and made a significant difference in the lives of many Indigenous families. Over the years, the price of fur has fluctuated, but Lishmans were always fair and kept the prices at a reasonable rate to make this tradition of trapping alive in our communities. Over the past 30 years, Lishmans have purchased over 35,000 pelts from First Nation communities alone. This has kept our youth involved in our traditional ways and taught them culture, respect, honor, dignity, and the importance of continuing to live a subsistence lifestyle. The style of knitting fur, especially beaver, was genius on behalf of Paula. She has went from community to community teaching this method and employing many people and sustaining work for many people over the years. I want to commend Paula and her family for the hard work, dedication, and loyalty shown Indigenous peoples throughout Canada. It has been an honor to work with such an honest, dedicated, and sincere people as the Lishman family. P.S. We love you, Paula. Respectfully, Randy Coda, Pesendawatch, Cree Gonquin first.